Alright, let's dive into something that's been on my mind lately, a story that's not just about a bog, but about the bigger battle against climate change and what it means for our natural heritage. Here's the deal: Askham Bog in York, one of Yorkshire's oldest nature reserves, is in trouble. And when I say trouble, I mean the kind that keeps ecologists up at night. This isn't just any bog, it's a 500-year-old ecosystem, home to over 800 species of moths and plants, some of which you won't find anywhere else. But here's the kicker: it's drying out, and fast, thanks to climate change. Personally, I think this is one of those stories that highlights how even the most seemingly obscure ecosystems are on the front lines of the climate crisis. What makes this really interesting is that it's not just about the bog itself, it's a microcosm of what's happening globally. Peatlands like Askham Bog are often called carbon sinks, storing massive amounts of carbon. When they dry out, that carbon gets released back into the atmosphere, creating a vicious cycle. It's like nature's own feedback loop, and we're the ones who set it in motion. Now, let's talk about why this matters beyond the bog. Askham Bog was founded in 1946, making it one of the oldest nature reserves in Yorkshire. It's a living time capsule, a snapshot of what the region's biodiversity looked like centuries ago. But here's where it gets even more fascinating: the bog is also under threat from invasive species like Himalayan balsam. This isn't just a local issue, it's part of a global trend where invasive species are outcompeting native ones, often accelerated by climate change. From my perspective, this raises a deeper question: how do we prioritize conservation efforts when everything seems to be falling apart at once? Do we focus on climate resilience, invasive species, or preserving biodiversity? It's like trying to plug holes in a sinking ship, and we're running out of hands. What many people don't realize is that peatlands are often overlooked in the climate conversation. They cover just 3% of the Earth's surface but store twice as much carbon as all the world's forests combined. If you take a step back and think about it, losing Askham Bog isn't just a local tragedy, it's a tiny but significant contribution to a global problem. The Yorkshire Wildlife Trust is trying to fight back with a new fund to protect the bog, but it's an uphill battle. Professor Alistair Fitter, the Trust's president, called it one of our wild crown jewels, and I couldn't agree more. But here's the thing: even if they succeed, it's a band-aid solution. The real issue is the climate crisis itself, and that's a much bigger fight. One thing that immediately stands out is how interconnected all these issues are. Climate change dries out the bog, which releases carbon, which accelerates climate change. Invasive species thrive in disrupted ecosystems, which further weakens the bog's resilience. It's a domino effect, and Askham Bog is just one tile in a much larger game. What this really suggests is that we can't tackle these problems in isolation. We need holistic solutions, but that's easier said than done. In my opinion, stories like this should be a wake-up call, not just for conservationists but for all of us. It's not just about saving a bog, it's about saving the systems that keep our planet alive. So, here's my closing thought: what does it say about us if we can't protect a 500-year-old ecosystem that's been thriving long before we were even here? And more importantly, what does it mean for our future if we don't? This isn't just a story about a bog, it's a story about us, our priorities, and our willingness to act before it's too late. What do you think? Is this a fight worth having? Let me know in the comments below.